Hey folks, I just wanted to share a little video of my aquaponics setup. It's a new system. I've just started it about 2.5 months ago. I apologize if the video stinks. This is my first video to ever shoot, and I think it's going to show before it's over with. I'm using a 275 gallon IBC for a fish tank. There's a bullfrog in the bottom there. I don't know if you can see him. He climbs in every couple of days, and I dip him out, and I guess at this point I ought to just let him be. Anyway, I buried the tank to try to help stabilize the temperature. It gets pretty hot here. Sorry about the drain there being so loud. I've got 4 grow beds. I'm using some food grade barrels I've cut in half, if you can see. I've got the bell siphons I've made, just copied off the internet what everybody else is doing. Little flood and drain system. Had it going, like I said, about 2.5 months. I cycled it for about 6 weeks before I started seeing any ammonia, nitrites or nitrates. Started cycling it with just some cheap goldfish from the bait shop. I've added a few more here and there as the system is growing and maturing. When I started seeing some nitrites and nitrates, I started planting some seeds. Wished I could tell you I had an organized fashion. I basically come out here and just threw a few seeds here and there, different things, see what would take. I've got a couple of varieties of beans that some of these aren't doing real well. I don't know what they're lacking. Something's been eating on them, but it looks like they're lacking a little bit of something. Maybe somebody can comment and tell me what I got going on. Got some other beans there. The squash really seems to be doing good. They've only been in here about 3 weeks now. All of that was from seed. The tomato plant down here on the far end, I actually transplanted from one in a small container. I think it went through some transplant shock. It was struggling there in the beginning, and it's starting to show signs that it's doing a little better now. It's actually got a bloom. I should probably pull it off, but I think I want to leave it right now. If you put in that much work, you kind of want to see a little progress, and it makes you feel better. Sorry about the quality here, folks. Like I said, it's the first video, and I know it stinks. I plan on, in this area here, adding 6 or 8 more of these half-barrel grow beds. I'm going to use some blocks and do it a little bit different. I made some wooden legs and stands for this one, and I feel like eventually, if I do continue doing this and decide not to can it, they're going to rot, and I figure this will be a little more durable for the long haul. Anyway, I've built just shy of a 20 by 20 greenhouse right at 400 square foot, and I would like to add a couple of more IBCs and couple of more or several more grow beds. And you know, you see a lot of crazy claims out there on this stuff, and I wanted to see for myself just how well it would do. I think it's probably going to be a worthwhile venture. I certainly hope. It's definitely once the setup's done, looks like it's going to be an easy way of gardening. I've got my top off tank here that I put the water in to let the chlorine kind of evaporate before I add it to the system. Got another bed draining there. The last couple of days actually been pretty cool, right around 90 degrees. We'd had some typical 100-degree weather here lately. I average probably 10 gallons a week of water that I add to the top off, which isn't too bad. In the long run, I feel like once we get all the grow beds going and the evaporation and everything, probably will be less water than what I'm actually having to put on a garden. I'm hoping in the next week or two to actually go get maybe some copper-nosed bluegill and a few catfish. I hadn't completely made up my mind. Somebody may give me some suggestions on what I get to put in there. But I need to get some bigger fish. I'm having trouble keeping the nutrients up with just a little bit of plant growth that I've got here. I'm having to feed several times a day, pretty heavy, to actually keep the nutrients up. I don't know if the top-off water is dissolving it, or excuse me, diluting it, or what have you, but I just feel like there's probably, for the amount of surface area, not enough fish to maintain a good nitrite level. Anyway, I'm learning as I go. This is the first setup. I'm new to this. I'm not really a very accomplished gardener, to be honest with you. I struggle every year with it. It's pretty tough weather here. Anyway, I'll get some more videos together maybe, and hopefully pretty soon have some progress to share. Thank you.